This is a moment we've all been waiting for. For the past 4 months, Todd Sexton has been building himself up to this point to get one more shot at Jeremy V and this television title. And it has not been an easy road for the technician, as he's had to go through several men, including his former tag team partner. Of course, I'm talking about Masada.
Yes, and what a brutal matchup that was. It saw Todd Sexton come out with the assist of a chair to become the new #1 contender. And now he's gotten that opportunity again against his arch rival, Jeremy V. It's interesting because this rivalry has seen a lot of different things on either side of the spectrum. We've seen a lot of great classic technical wrestling as these two guys can pull out. You have the technician, one of the most skilled mat wrestlers in the game today. A man that can break you apart piece by piece. And you've got Jeremy V, a guy who certainly no slouch when it comes to being a technical wrestler. He's held the world. But look at this. Quickly for the 2 count there. But we've also seen the tempers and the personal level of hatred in this rivalry grow to unmatched levels. And therefore, in addition to some great technical wrestling, we've seen some hellacious brawls. And this match could go either way. It really depends on whether or not they're going to focus it in the ring, or if the tempers get too hot, which I believe they will at some point, could it go all out? This is definitely a matchup that we have all been waiting for.
Absolutely, and you know, just a little bit of history. This goes further than the singles. The Texas Death Club and the Carolina Connection with the NWA Wildside tag team titles hanging in the balance. That's got to be wrestling in the back of Jeremy V's mind. That's an advantage for Todd Sexton, maybe playing a little mind games. But right now you see both men throw the technical stuff out the window and just trading forearms right in the center of the ring.
Big chop by V, forearm shot by Sexton, chop by V, forearm by Sexton, chop by V, forearm by Sexton, several chops by V, and takes him down.
And right now Jeremy V got the better of that exchange, going on the offensive here. Spinning heel kick. Todd Sexton is down early and up against the ropes. And you got to think to yourself, is this going to work in Jeremy V's advantage? Starting fast like this, Todd Sexton taking a breather outside the ring, but Jeremy V is going to have no part of that one.
And here we go. As I stated, the tempers would flare. And that's exactly what they're doing as they're brawling now on the outside. All that crisp technical wrestling is now into this.
And both men, they are battling around the NWA Wildside arena. Jeremy V went back to the dressing room area to pick up Todd Sexton. Oh, super kick right outside the ring here, right on the ramp. And that could be the break that Todd Sexton needs.
It's beautifully executed.
And right now, Jeremy V starting to show a little bit of sign of life outside the ring here. Not much. But Todd Sexton is not thinking right now. You cannot win a title on a countout, so this is not going to be to his advantage unless he can get Jeremy V back in the ring before Andrew Thomas hits the 10. And that may be what he's doing now.
Well, it looks like Todd Sexton knows exactly what he's doing here. After the super kick on the floor, now a neck breaker on the floor.
And
what? I just noticed this, but Al Getz is at ringside. Where the hell did he come from?
Al Getz out here probably scouting more talent for his enterprise. Al Getz Enterprises, they've got, I don't know why he's not back there with his men. They're scheduled in 2 very big matches here in Christmas Chaos. And right now you see Todd Sexton going for the cover, only a 2 count. Todd Sexton thought he had the 3, only a 2. As Jeremy V looks out on his feet, and Todd Sexton staying with that neck of Jeremy V right there as he threw the forearm right to the back of the neck.
Well, we certainly know what a history that Jeremy V has had with that neck. Injuries. Wait a minute. There's a 2 count. Injuries going back almost to the beginning of his tenure here in NWA Wildside.
And Al Getz spot. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Dan, but I had to point out one thing. Al Getz has a guest at ringside as well.
Oh, my
Chef G. Bailey has joined us just off the ramp area over here.
Oh, and a nice insecurity by Sexton.
And the technician nearly had the television title there. And right now, locking him in. Looks like he might be going for an Indian deathlock. Oh, grabbing the arms and holding him up there. That's putting a ton of pressure on the spinal column of one Jeremy V, and now hooks the chin. Remember earlier, going for the neck breaker outside the ring, the super kick that has the whiplash effect, the forearm to the neck, and now this right here, this could see Jeremy V's title slipping away ever so quickly.
The inverted STF with the bridge, just wrenching the pressure onto the neck of V.
Todd Sexton. Wait a minute, Jeremy V has a little bit of fire left, but Todd Sexton goes with a great equalizer, raking the eyes. And right now, just driving that knee right there, the neck and shoulder area, the collarbone area of one Jeremy V. Todd Sexton has been in firm control, hooking him up here.
Todd Sexton's got him up. Sexton's measuring Jeremy V here, and there's a pile driver. And I believe this is gonna do it here. No!
Almost a 3. Did you see how quick Todd Sexton went over to hook that leg? He sprung out of that pile driver, was on top of his man. Very smart move by Todd Sexton, not taking a lot of time in this one, but right now being very methodical. I thought he was gonna go for the Cobra clutch there.
Sexton is wrapping V up.
This is almost like a hangman-like maneuver. Modified hangman.
From the inverted position, and now he's just pulling him down, and you can see the pressure points there and exactly where that's being applied, again to the neck of Jeremy V.
And right now, Todd Sexton could be just seconds away. Wait a minute, Jeremy V right there, hooking the ropes, goes over. Nice floater by Jeremy V. Oh, and caught Todd Sexton with a boot.
And a big neck breaker by Jeremy V. Todd Sexton has had his number throughout this contest, but Jeremy V continues to find each and every way that he can to get back in the game.
And just to point something out, Jeremy V landed kind of on, on his rear end there a little bit. That will jar the spine. And right now, maybe did a little bit more damage than good, but it did take Todd Sexton out of his game ever so momentarily, as Todd Sexton is the first back to his feet. But Jeremy V crawling away as Todd Sexton went sternum first into the turnbuckle. But right back on the offensive goes Todd Sexton. Jeremy V back up to his feet. Big chops as he has Todd Sexton against the ropes.
Off the ropes he goes. V hits the flying clothesline.
Jeremy V has definitely gotten his second win, Dan the Dragon.
And Jeremy V sends him off, high back body drop. The World Television Champion is defending his title here.
But see, this is the thing about Jeremy V. Jeremy V actually does have the advantage in this match. He does not have to pin Todd Sexton.
There's a VKO. Jeremy V going to the top for the 450 splash. Could it be?
I don't know how smart this is from one Jeremy V.
Sexton out of the way. You were exactly right there. There's a crash and burn, and the Sexton stretch has been applied.
And Sexton's got it. Todd stretching it back right there. Wait a minute. Jeremy V turned it over into a pin attempt.
It was a nice counter there by Jeremy V. Sexton was quickly out of that. The ring positioning, Sexton saved him there, but the game breaker may do Jeremy V in. He kicks out of that as well.
Dan the Dragon, I don't know how Jeremy V kicked out of that one. I don't think Todd Sexton knows how Jeremy V kicked out of that one. But now the frustration showing on the face of Todd Sexton as he now goes to the high rent district. On the very top rope, there's Jeremy V with a counter.
V meets him at the onset, drops Todd Sexton groin first, and there's the VDT from the top. Sexton kicks out of that.
Todd Sexton has been victimized by 2 VDTs in this match. Still manages to kick out. It may show the wear on Jeremy V's body. He may not have the full strength like he usually would. Runs him in. And Todd met him with that foot right to the face.
Sexton
Jeremy V's, go ahead.
His own version of the VKO there, not only trying to defeat V, but trying to insult him in the process, and it only served to fire him up. V shoots him down, single leg over, and a sharpshooter.
And how embarrassing, how big of a slap in the face to Todd Sexton is this? This is one of Todd Sexton's many moves, and we've been joined by Al Getz again.
Al Getz going to the apron.
Al Getz, what? I mean, I know Al Getz doesn't have, any contractual obligation to either one of these men, but what's he doing out here?
Well, it looks like he's definitely out here on the side of Sexton, but wait a minute, Sexton with the belt. V catches him. No, there's a low blow and a neck breaker onto the World Television Championship. The steel into the neck of Jeremy V, the injured neck, and now Sexton applies the Sexton stretch. And he pulls V away from the ropes, and V is in pain.
It's got to be just a matter of time. I don't see any way possible Jeremy V can fight his way out of this one. He's been bruised, he's been battered, he's been beaten, and he is tapping out. He tapped out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and new NWA Television Champion of the World, the Technician, Todd